Sweet.
Ah, by all means, B-Man, make a suggestion. I will not promise... Oh, hello. Let's see. Paths. Nope, not peace. So it's the A, T, H, or S. Loses? Okay, the only thing they have in common is the S. Meets is close. Yeah, I probably should eat things instead.
That's it.
There we go, events. Rather than using the stim packs. I think it's just a... okay, we've seen all of these emails. It's just a almost a reflex action with the using stim packs. Oh, thank you for bringing me alcohol. Bone cutter. Okay, what are you? Sample 49. And a guy in a hat. With some tea and some rat poison.
Oh, thank you.
Which, actually, if you look at that, basically that guy made himself a last cup of tea with rat poison.
Well.
And then we can get... oh, here's the crawl space they were talking about. I don't know if I can...
Well, as to the fact of my high, this is what I'm going to say. I just took it. I think it takes about 15-ish minutes to start to kick in. So I'll let you know.
Yeah, it is horrible. I mean, it makes a certain amount of sense in the situation they were in, especially when they realized that... oh, look, there's a dead body in a dress. I'm guessing that would be the Mary they talked about. Okay. This would be, I think, the Will, who said he was going to fight his way out using his combat experience and a pipe pistol.
What is that on the plate?
Brahmin meat. And a skull.
I have a question. How do they have Brahmin meat?
The human capacity for ethanol is most fascinating.
You should try it sometime, Curry. And you shot his spine out. Good job. Yeah. Radioactive containment password, whatever. I already opened that. And there's a cryo mine. There we go.
Look down.
Oh, good catch. Laser tripwire.
Oh.
You had a moment there.
Yeah, I did. Because you're like, what? You look down. What?
Oh.
What? Oh. Oh. B-Man says you should listen to the holotape anyway.
I'll give it a try. Maybe there'll actually be something on there that's, where was it?
It was in the other room.
Oh, there it is.
Or, yeah, by the Bunsen burner.
Let's see. It might actually be some kind of a thing about what his deal was. I have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I've suggested tossing some of this shit into a box. Not because you don't want to keep it, but just because it's...
okay.
Even though it doesn't weigh anything, it's just fucking...
Yeah. Can't listen to it. It only triggers if you need it. Okay. So isotope containment can be found in the lab. Okay, we managed to get that one. Facility defense systems. Okay, emergency override. Not worried about that. Okay, yeah, it would be nice if holotapes were in their own folder.
Actually, it'd be nice if they had subfolders for like holotapes, books. Oh, this I can already tell you right now that this is gonna be an interesting live stream.
Oh?
Oh my, yeah.
Are you feeling it?
I'll let you know.
So, okay, now we got Bergman's Terminal. Where are you going? You're gonna get us killed, can't cut through, I'm with you, about the new nosing pattern. We saw this one.
I fear it's also, this medication's also gonna make me sleepy as hell.
Yeah, Wilfred, do you think I wouldn't catch on to what you're doing?
Wilfred. Well, that's a fun name. Very old. Very old-timey, if you will.
You may have been the best hacker on campus back at CIT. Remember that was years ago, while you were busy up in Alaska pretending to be a soldier, we had the best programmers working on our security system. I told you weeks ago that I'll let you all out of the lab once the research is complete. Logging Eric and the rest of the team out of the isotope containment just to spite me doesn't accomplish anything.
You know, does anybody else sit there and think that maybe if he had actually just laid out what the hell was the reality, that might have gone better?
Maybe. Well, this is insane. If you manage to hack into the administrative controls, you know what will happen if you trigger a security breach? Yes, the doors to the clean room will open, but the first thing through them will be a wave of robots to kill every living intruder in the lab.
And even if we manage to get past them, there's also the turrets. The one right there in the lab, remember? If you do this, you're more likely to get us all killed than set us free.
And how did that work out for you, Elwood? Oh, I got the password request. Awesome. Password Verdant is an idiot.
Okay, that's funny.
Fix Darren's dirty hack. Restricted students having one account per student ID number.
No exceptions. Squash a ton of bugs. Okay.
Yeah, and how did that work out for Will? Will is dead now.
Well, actually, everybody here is pretty much dead now. I mean, just some of them had longer to live as ghouls.
True.
So, I don't know, is this a case of yay? Or not?
Okay. Well, we've done all we need to do here, so... I guess we'll just go ahead and finish the experiment.
Ooh.
Kerry will love
Science! For science.
it. Okay. Isotope sample. Insert.
Excuse me.
Place 311 and 611. And then...
You know, if only they had the cheats.
Yeah, I know.
Just saying.
Lithium hydride and gold. Current fabrication. Metal hard form. Isotope U-238, whole size 14 nanometers. Oh, let's run it.
It's actually kind of small.
That is.
Very, very tiny.
Ooh, science.
Ooh.
Nope, doesn't matter which side. You just have to have,
Those three.
And what comes out?
A power armor chest.
Yes. Radiation exposure increases action point refresh speed. And that's actually a pretty good chest piece, I think.
Is that better than your current piece?
I might be.
I think it's lighter.
Yeah, well, that's a power armor piece, so it's definitely going to have better stats, but,
I meant like just weight. It's less.
Yeah, B-Man, you really aren't supposed to know. You're supposed to just pick up random things, and...
But you can't get rid of the shit once you pick it up.
Yeah. That actually is a pretty good piece. So, yeah. Well, Curry, How did that make you feel?
Well, this is all kinds of awkward.
It is. I love how Freddy's systematically cleaning the bowls.
He is. So we gave the kitties wet treats tonight,
Yes.
and they left one untouched until Freddy decided to go over and finally, like,
I have been
eat
instructed
it.
to inform
Don't
you
know
that
why they do
Director
this. They're
Elwood has
weird.
issued mandatory overtime due to uncompleted milestones.
But now he's
Have you
going
completed the
from
research
each
on the
one
Pisa
to sit
nuclear
there and
mining
make sure that it
project?
cleans all of it.
The prototype is done.
Wonderful. Mandatory overtime mode disengaged. Clean room override disengaged. The director will want to see this immediately. Please,
Oh.
follow me.
Oh, this is gonna be awkward.
Molly, sorry about this, but,
Well, I'm not sure if she's gonna be upset when she finds out that the director's dead. Or not. Ooh, there's a quantum. In the...
and a cake pan.
There's a quantum in the cooler there. At least it's useful.
Cigar box. Ooh, there's a technical document. And some military-grade duct tape.
And some Instamash. Ah, that's nice.
I think that's,
This is Director Elwood's office. I expect he will be quite excited to see the prototype.
I love the fact that Jesus is not paying any attention to what's going on.
Sir, wonderful news. The nuclear-strictive plating project has finally...
You can
produced
turn the
working
technical
prototype.
document in for a reward to
With the
the...
Brotherhood of
HR has
Steel.
requested that I remind you to respect employees' personal space. I must apologize for the director. He hasn't been himself lately. Must be the office flu. Payroll systems indicate that I have been authorized to provide you with a completion bonus at this time. Here is your bonus, minus taxes and benefits. Unfortunately, due to a lack of current projects, we must lay off redundant staff members at this time. This is not a reflection on your work, and we will be happy to provide you with a positive reference. Shutting down.
And
Well, that's... I kind of feel bad for Molly.
then again, she had completed her purpose.
I guess, but then she just, like keels over and dies. That's kind of sad. $25. Well, you have to realize that taxes have been removed
Yeah.
for 200 plus years.
And actually, if you look at...
And actually, $25 in Fallout World would actually be a pretty good chunk of change.
no, it's not even enough to buy a magazine.
I'm sorry, that...
But then again,
Damn it, the
that
inflation.
might have been like $25,000 or $2,500.
Actually, slaves don't get paid. They don't get paid better. They don't get paid. Period.
Look how happy he is. So, okay. We've done an adventure with Curry. Now we can go back and turn in all of our stuff to the,
To the railroad, not
Yep.
the Brotherhood.
yes,
And
the
not-
railroad.
And not the Institute. Yeah, but you got paid. Slaves don't get paid anything. And actually, they usually take a beating.
Yeah. I kind of took a beating because of the ghouls.
Well, that was your choice. You didn't have to be there, and you chose to be there. It's a fair point. Slaves don't get that.
True.
See? All of my history knowledge is useful. And man, I feel out of it.
All kinds of good stuff, huh?
Oh, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to drink like a shitload of water before we go to bed, because
Hi. The latest atmospheric reading
I'm
from
like-
the new Mila still in.
I'm gonna die.
We'll catch that. Could always use more Mila's placed if you're interested.
Well, I would say that
Or
perhaps we have been screwed over, pleasantly or unpleasantly. But
The device and the
you know,
assembly
whatever.
was the Wanderer's doing. After the device was assembled, He made it inside.
So I have kind of a funny story because Freddy right now is poking at my new purse.
We're not sure.
So I bought a purse this afternoon because my prior purse
But they've been using
was
the teleportation device
too small,
and out, so
but my purse before that was way too big.
I know you all
Okay,
have questions.
so I needed something in the middle so that I could sit there and have it carry the things that I needed to carry
Ops you're planning
without having a shitload of excess crap in it that I really don't
we
need.
have a chance at rescuing more
So
kids than
we went purse
need.
shopping today.
So get it done.
I hope to God the Institute doesn't find us here. At least not soon.
Okay.
Confirming
Okay,
presence
B-man.
of rogue variable.
Does your cat go out? So you let your cat outside?
There
Your
are
cat's an
3
indoor-outdoor kitty?
independent reports of courser activity. Analysis completed based on target's activity pattern,
Oh,
location,
okay.
and suspected
Lily's already asleep.
trajectory. Conclusion.
But yeah, so I bought this. So we bought this new purse.
For railroad assets. Stopgap solution. Terminate courser threats whenever possible.
Okay, go on.
Wouldn't killing the courser blow my cover?
2 facts. Fact 1. If rogue variable leaves no survivors,
Ah, okay.
chance of undercover mission being compromised is
Okay, so she's indoor
1.3%.
only. I see.
I appreciate that, B-man. It's generally better for the cats.
Cats usually have a longer life expectancy when they don't have to, when they're not going indoor outdoor, and they also have a higher probability of not killing random birds for the sake of killing random birds.
Yeah.
Seems
So
logical.
they're not
to me.
mass murderers.
This logic circuits are fully functional. Target designated Courser Alpha is in a defended location with lower generation synth targets. Eliminate Courser variable, leaving no survivors.
That is
End of
true. For
discussion.
kitties, their outdoors is dangerous and large.
Use the back entrance.
Um.
Church and we'll burn this
Oh, that's not gonna work.
What?
We're not gonna be able to do that quest.
What?
They're trying to send us to Nuka Galaxy to deal with the courser.
Well, we can't do that yet. Wait, could we go to Nuka Galaxy?
We would have to start the.
The DLC.
Yeah.
I don't know that we're ready to do that. Actually, I think that would have to be something that we would throw up for maybe the week after you come back from your business.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's outside the Commonwealth.
Of course it is. But yeah, so anyway, so I
You can send a runner to the DIA.
I have it all zipped shut and everything, this new purse, but Freddy was poking at it, and it put me in mind of...
Contents. Reward dispensed.
Okay.
I got a covered sweater vest.
Ooh. But yeah, so I sat
Damn.
there, and it put me in mind of when we still lived in
Your
Ohio,
arrival
Uh-huh.
was not calculated.
and Rascal curled
That's a
up
strange way
in
to say
my
hello.
gigantic purse
Unable to
and
process
peed in it
verbal input.
Oh yes.
because he had a UTI.
Processing.
And it just reminded me of that because it was so cute. I took pictures of Rascal in the purse,
Introduction
and then
was am
I found out that he had peed in it.
likely be
Yeah.
predictive analytic machine.
Hmm.
Well, nice to meet you.
B-man,
Pam.
you're a good cat
Introductory
parent.
token recognized. Nice to meet you too, unknown entity.
You know,
I
promising your
provide
kitty that you'd take care of her.
first-order approximations of the behaviors of all residents of the region designated Commonwealth. Rephrasing. I predict the future.
What?
Yeah, that was the time when we found out the Rascal had a UTI and
Biological life
ended up bringing him to the vet, and
behave erratically.
it took two rounds
All
of
output subject
antibiotics to
extremely
knock
high
that one
margin
out.
of error.
Because I also think that was just before we went on
Even if you're
went on
wrong
our honeymoon.
sometimes,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable.
Before our honeymoon or another vacation.
Or honeymoon.
That'd be our honeymoon, yeah.
A friend had to give him his antibiotics.
Which that was fun.
Operation complete. You are a rogue variable. No current or previous models predict your presence or existence. Query.
You know, I threaten our
What is
cats
your
with
point of
death and
origin?
dismemberment sometimes, just because of the fact that it's like, leave me alone. I don't want to sit there and have you wake me
I'm
up
from
at
Vault
5:30 in the
111,
morning
If that's what you mean.
because you think now is a good time for me to sit there and wake up and, you know, feed you.
11.
Yeah.
Cryo vault. Believed destroyed. Conversation terminated. Pending construction of new probability matrix. Rephrasing. Goodbye.
Okay.
So she doesn't believe you're from Vault 111.
Yeah, she doesn't think that's logical.
Up there,
Okay.
assume you're being watched. Always. Excellent work. On our side, we've gone through your report. It was extraordinary. So many pieces of the puzzle clicked into place. Our final analysis indicates the Institute is far more formidable than we ever feared or imagined.
Oh,
If we
that was
stage
my
a mass
neck.
breakout, Patriot's 13 synths will undoubtedly be the last we ever save. Instead, we use this one chance to rescue all the synths. Every last one of them.
Is that even possible?
Hopefully, Patriot's core escape plan will scale up.
Not necessarily.
Well,
You don't really know.
deal with it as it comes. The Institute will never let their slaves go without a fight. So the heart of our
We know
problem
Deacon
their
is, and Glory is.
Even if
Glory
we
and
call
Deacon
in
are.
all our agents, and we will. We won't.
It's
be
possible
able
that
to
Tim
hold
is.
our own
Yeah.
against the Institute
But
for long.
There's
Talk
nothing
with
confirming that, and outside
If the
of
synths
killing him
down
and
there want
searching around
freedom,
in his
they
head,
must
there's
fight
really no
and
way for
risk
you to
their
know.
lives to earn it.
Z1 seems capable of that.
We always thought Patriot was the savior of the synths. But it may be more accurate to say that Z1 is. As much as we owe Patriot, we can't be certain how committed he is. If he learns we're willing to kill to free synths, he may not have the stomach for it. So get what you need from him and then cut him loose. Good luck. We're all with you.
Man, can I just say, she's a hard woman.
She is.
You really walked the Freedom Trail? By yourself?
Of course I did.
Yeah, Deacon being a synth is weird, but the
But
fact
it does kind of explain his incessant nudity.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And the fact that,
And the fact that he's chronically changing his facial structure.
yeah, and the mental issues from him being one of the early experiments, essentially, with reprogramming mental stuff for synths.
You know, the thing is about Desdemona, she's like...
Huh.
Well, she's like a... She's a weird nut.
She is.
You know, she's a tough nut to crack, but...
Makes me think of Desdemona from Gargoyles.
Desdemona. Happy memories of that.
Gargoyles was the shit.
You know, I only remember watching like a handful of episodes of Gargoyles, and I don't remember why. I think it might have been a case of wherever it was being shown, the channel essentially kind of died.
Yeah.
Where I grew up, so
Don't worry. I only test the weapons on customers I don't like. Feel free to browse.
that's a is that a power sledge?
Super Sledge.
Super sledge. That's so. I mean, it's
see what you got.
similar to one from I
For
guess
every
Smash Bros.
occasion.
But
We'll go ahead and buy some more rounds while we're
we
here.
love rounds.
What do we need to-
Devastator's chest piece. Good grief.
Bob and Threadbare did a video on gargoyles. Okay.
Really?
I'd look into that.
What kind of video? Like discussing it?
I use a good number of missiles.
I mean, it's kind of funny. There was a 100-image quiz of how many of these animated characters do you recognize by name. I think we got like between the two of us.
Like 87?
Yeah, I think we got like an 87 or an 88. And I was like, that's actually not too bad considering the fact that there were probably about 15 or so that I didn't recognize
At all.
Like I thought there, and I was like, I'm just gonna take a guess based upon the fact that this is what he's wearing. So I'm just gonna go with that, and it happened to be right. And I was like, word.
Okay, an LP from Deus Ex Human Revolution. I've had some friends who've done the Deus Ex games, but I've never really done one myself.
Now you hear the train.
No, you've never played Deus Ex.
Sure. Let's take a look.
All the supplies money or violence can buy.
Oh, Daisy, you're my kind of woman. Oh, B-man, the railroad spikes? You'll see.
There is a sweet gun you can get with the railroad spikes.
And maybe that should be part of the choice of who we side with.
Yes, there is literally a gun that shoots railroad spikes, and it is awesome. Let's see. A dirty wastelander. Might as well talk about some booze while we're here. I'm still looking for a Ripper. But there is some vodka, so we'll take it. Give her some drugs. Are you doing the Asmangadayo?
How'd you know?
Because I'm used to that. The opening song from it. Go ahead and go to Buddy.
Do I sound as bad as I think I do?
I don't think so. But then again, I never do. Because I love you.
And since nobody's watching right now, because B-Man's off getting himself some liquid fortifications of whatever type, we are going to have some gummies. Some Disney princesses, if you will. We're going to, oh my god, we're going to eat Disney princesses. Huh.
Always wanted to.
Greetings, buddy.
Delicious.
Here for a laugh, or did you want a cold beverage?
Tell me a joke.
A neutron walks into a bar and asks how much for a drink. The bartender responds, for you no charge. Would you like a cold one or
I like there's a moment where he's just like staring into space like
I'm gonna be honest, that's like dad joke level.
refreshing?
Should take some lagers or pails.
Hey, buddy.
Good to see you again.
What's the problem?
Care to wet your
I don't have the weight.
whistle?
Oh.
Or do you require a laugh?
More
Do you know where I can
recipes.
find any more recipes?
You might want to chat with the distributor.
I was wondering if he might give us a
Local
quest to go
bars
find more
and
recipes.
Restaurants may also have one. Here for a laugh, or did you want a cold beverage?
No thanks.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess that's that.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel totally out of it.
In a good way?
Like, you know when you're looking out a window?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm doing that in my own head.
Okay.
But then I sit there and I get really, really close to the window and it disappears. And then I sit there and I back up and it does it again. I'm going to eat Ariel.
Oh my.
You know who kicked the ghouls out of Diamond City, right? That blowhard. Done it.
He'll get his one day. You just watch.
It's like you're trying to foretell the future there, son.
Oh my.
One thing I need to observe for everybody who is in the future listening to this in posterity.
Uh-huh.
It's really weird to eat different when you have multiple of different Disney princesses in the packs of Disney, you know, gummy selections.
Okay.
Because you'll sit there and you'll have ultra skinny, like this one's ultra skinny Aurora, where it's like elongated and shit, and it's kind of weird to look at because she looks like somebody's trying to kill her or something with a blowtorch, and she's trying to get away from it, like rubbing against a wall.
Uh-huh.
You know, like get away from me. But then here's Aurora, whose face is all smudged out and looks like she's been like beaten with a sledgehammer.
Okay.
Okay, and she's got like she looks all kinds of puffy because it's not the same size. And I've noticed this a number of times. It's just really weird. Like I'm not judging or anything, but you can sit there and you can have fat Disney princess, ultra skinny Disney princess, and then, you know, regular for them, I guess. Like it's weird, and it gets even weirder when their faces are all dysmorphic.
That's fair. So B-Man is back. Hello to your cat, B-Man.
Hello, Lily.
And we are going to save real quick.